Hello, hello. How we doing? Hope you're doing good. So, new car, new season, new lots of things actually. We've got new tracks. We've had a bit of a tweak to the entire GT3 range of cars on iRacing as well, which we're going to have a little play around with at some point. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, so first drive. This isn't me, this is some random. We're going to jump in and have a good old go. Let's give it a try. Alright. Had a little bit of a play with a few bits on here. It might be alright, it might be a bit shit, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Or not. Hey Stephen, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing good. How's things? Have you got it yet? Have you got the new car? Right, let's do this. We're in the Porsche.
That's a new fastest lap for Santos, 148.42.
Okay. So this is the default. What am I trying to say? It's the stock settings. This is the GT3 Challenge. It's actually week 13 GT3 Challenge at Watkins Glen. So it's actually official racing, even though it's week 13. So I'm just going to take it for a spin. Got lots of other people in here driving her too. So let's see.
Pit exit's clear.
Glad to hear you're doing good, Stephen. Yeah, I'm doing alright, mate. I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, I have to say. I've had a little bit of a little bit of a break, and I'm feeling quite up for this, I must admit. getting stuck into the new season with the new content. We've got the Red Bull Ring, which I've never driven. Whoa, hello, hello. Oh, she's lively. I like it. Sounds great. I quite like the sound of the car, I have to say. Oh, she's lively. Obviously, this is the default setup. Definitely a bit of understeer at the moment. I think that'll come out in the wash. So rear engines, Porsche 911 GT3 R. I think the RSR, the GTE, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've had a little bit of a play, Steve. Yeah, that's it, mate. Feeling good. I'm pretty sure the RSR, the GTE variant, is mid-engine.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Simon. How's it going, man? It's a bit early to say yet. Alex, it's like, I've literally, like, this is my first lap complete out of the pits. I will say that the force feedback feels good. It definitely is a bit of a live wire. This is obviously just the stock fixed setup for sprint racing. It's a little bit of understeer, but that's probably just setup related, I'd imagine.
Sector 1 is 0.30 off the pace.
Yeah, the rear end, because it's rear engined. I normally drive in GT3 class, a mid-engine car, the Ferrari, and I find, and the reason I do that is because I find it's quite easy to balance the car, and it has really good kind of mid-corner characteristics. It doesn't mind curbs, you know, it sort of behaves itself quite nicely. And this being rear engine, it changes the whole dynamic.
0.9 off the pace.
You can definitely generate a good bit of oversteer coming out of the corners, but it's these sort of corners that are the challenge, the sort of mid-speed and up corners, where, because it is rear engine, that back end has the ability or the desire to come out. Hey iRacing 93. Yeah, it's quite bouncy actually, man. You're right, it is a little bit bouncy. Oh, I have had a play around with things on the stream, guys, so if the sound's off or something doesn't look right, just shout and I'll fix it. Like Jim might be too loud or too quiet, I might be too loud, too quiet, I've got no idea right now. Yeah, it sounds the business, Stephen, it really does. It does sound good, man. Right, so my tyres should be pretty much coming up to temp now. It's got the classic fixed setup, like really long gear setup. So once we start seeing like the premium setups coming out, I think obviously things are going to be really quite different. We'll go and have a look in the garage in a minute and see what's what, because the entire suite of GT3 cars and iRacing has had another complete top to bottom tweak. That's probably a bit strong to say that actually. The setups have been, setup parameters have been changed somewhat. Yeah, see look, my back end was really out there and I lost traction. That juddering you could hear was the back wheels spinning up, and that's just losing time in a big way. So I think what I need to do is if I come out of the brake too quickly on entry to the corner, that's when I'm going to have those problems. So I need to be a little bit firmer into the apex, I think.
18th, fastest lap for Alvarez, 48.39. You've just done a...
What do I think of the dash layout?
6.
iRacing 93, yeah, I quite like it actually. It's super clear. I think it's got different pages. Actually, it's really clear. There's like packed with good, clear information, which is nice. I think there may be other page layouts as well, but I'd need to tweak my controls to be able to access those. I did notice when I was setting it up that it does give you the option of which page to go on in the garage. Kind of handy that I'm here actually, that week 13's ended up at Watkins Glen, because it's the Watkins Glen 6 hour like next week, and the team I'm driving with, RPM Racing, have decided to drive this for that race, so this is actually going to be really helpful for me, this. Yeah, see, I'm too heavy on the gas coming out. That tendency to want to flick out, yeah, see, there it goes again. See, like a mid-engine car like the Ferrari would just take that. It would be quite happy to do that, but I think here, with the Porsche, I need to be a lot more gentle coming out of the brake on entry and coming into the accelerator after the apex. I need that brake curve to be a lot smoother coming down.
The lap time was 150.00.
When I'm trail braking into the apex, that's definitely what it wants, this car. It's completely different to the Ferrari iRacer, completely different. Hey Stan, whoop, yeah, no. Let's have a little look at it. I'll just stick it on replay and we can have a little look at the car. We'll have a look at some of the stats as well. Stick it on replay. Have you got it yet, Stan? Actually, let's jump in the garage. What can we see? You can't see everything here, can you? Let's fix that. Beep. There we go. Beep beep. All right. So. Obviously I can't change the setup at the moment. This is fixed setup. Right, how does it compare to the Cup car, Kansas? Good to see you, man, by the way. In a lot of respects it is a very similar car, but to drive, like so far, given that I've been driving it for what, 15 minutes, it drives completely differently. It has all of the mod cons. It's got, you know, the ABS and traction control on, and that's really just a world of difference, like immediately straight out the gate. So it doesn't really feel anything like the Cup car. So what have we got? So we can do the usual stuff, brake pads, we can do the master cylinders. So we've got our usual toe in, we've got our settings and diameters. So look, here we go. Look, we've got display page up here. I was talking about this just now, race 1. I don't actually know if that can be changed. So I'm going to have a look at that. Throttle map setting is on 4. That's interesting. ABS appears to be all the way up to the top. Let's just check whether that is... wheel lock-up lights, car has ABS, purple LEDs, yeah. The number of lights corresponds to the severity of the lock-up, yeah, it's just all the usual GT3 mod cons. Got rear wheels on the yellows. Wheel spin, TC active lights, these are the traction control stuff. I've got 4 purple LEDs on the steering wheel, yeah. It's always worth reading the notes on the stock setup. It can give you some good info. But anyway, what was I going to do? So wings at 6, which is the same as you find on the Ferrari. So they've got much lower default caster than the Ferrari, and a lower camber as well, which is interesting. Let's see whether we can change. It's a bit iRacing 93. You know, until we've got really good setups, it's going to be hard to tell. But I would say, with regard to the Virgin baseline setup being not so great, they are a lot better with the default setups now. They are so much better that actually nearly half of the races I've done this season in VRS GT Sprint, I've just used the baseline setup from doing the GT3 challenge, and it's actually been pretty good. Dash page set. Is that what I want? Let's try it. Problem is I've got all my controls there. Let's change it to that. Let's see whether that does it. I'm pretty sure that is the dash page, is the race page here. So here we go. Right, let's go back to the car so we can see it a bit better. I can actually see it the same. No, that is not doing anything. That must not be it. Any of you guys know if there's a control for changing the page? It might just be that you can't change the page. It's just interesting that in the garage it's saying that the display page is on race 1. Don't know. Let's have a look and see what we've got in terms of settings for in-car adjustments. So the traction control for this default setup's like basically middle of the range, so it's on 5. So TCC and TCR are both on 5. Throttle map settings is on 4, but obviously I can't change it right now. ABS is on maximum, it's on full whack. What would be quite interesting to see is if we actually turned off traction control and turned off ABS, then do you end up with a cup car? I don't think we will. Goes to the black box. It's on the same drop down as the Lambo. Thank you, Jordan. I'll have a look at that. Display page. There it is. But because we're in a fixed setup, it's not letting me change it, mate. So yes, it does have different display pages. I'm gonna do a few laps here, and then we'll take it to where maybe actually take it to the Red Bull Ring, because I've got that today as well. Never driven there, so I'll be crashing all over the place. But we'll take it there with an open setup, and we can have a play with it and have a look and see what's what.
The pit exit is clear. Push now.
It's it is quite bouncy, I have to say. I think the ride height's quite high, and the suspension feels quite soft. It wants to oversteer in. Like, obviously the S's here are deadly anyway, but it wants to, that back end is like, I don't know if you can see it, but the back end's definitely like, I don't know, Jordan, whether it's just because we're on a fixed setup. It literally doesn't let you change anything. So it might just be that it's just, yeah, they just need to unlock it. Hey, little hype. I haven't changed any settings, no. I do see what you're saying about it feeling a bit light, but if you tweaked your max force, it might just be that you just need to give that a little bit of a prod. It's funny because the M4 is not rear engine though, is it? But I mean, the promising thing is it does feel very much like I would expect in terms of it, the characteristics like mid-corner and stuff like that for a mid-engine car. The only problem with that is like historically,
P20.
in terms of driving fast, I don't get on with rear-engine cars. I think I might have said mid-engine, I mean rear-engine. I'm a mid-engine car kind of guy. Hey man, I know it's you. We've definitely got good potential for oversteer, hard acceleration out of slow corners, which I like. But I do need to make sure that brake trace on the back edge as I'm trail braking down is nice and straight. Because if I come out too quickly, the great thing about the Ferrari is it actually forgives like quite a few sins on braking. And I can actually drop out of the brake quite quickly and just keep the car. Whereas if I come out too quickly like I did there, it wants to just pop. So it's definitely a very different driving style.
That puts you 1.7 off the leader's pace.
I'm so far off the pace right now. I need to knuckle down and do a bit of driving here, don't I? Woohoo, dear. Yeah. That was not good. Right, we'll take it to an open setup. Oh my god, the information page didn't come up for like until I passed the bloody cones. Very, very bouncy buncy.
The leader has just done 148.13.
I definitely feel like I'm higher up than I would be in the Ferrari. It doesn't look higher up, but it feels it from the way the car. Yeah, understeer, understeer, understeer. Right, let's see if we can nip a little bit of time off. Anyone else driving it so far? What are your first impressions? I can definitely carry a lot more speed than I am at the moment. I'm just trying not to make too much of a tit of myself by crashing every 10 seconds. It definitely wants you to be early on the gas on exit to be able to sort of try and generate some of that. It's too much traction control for my liking at the moment. Yeah, let's try and generate a little bit of that oversteer. Get the car rotating. Well, my understanding is the RSR is actually a mid-engine car. And this is rear, so it definitely doesn't drive anything like the RSR, that's for sure. And it definitely doesn't drive anything like the Cup car either. I mean, I don't think it does anyway. It would be nice. We'll go and turn off the TC and the ABS in a minute and we'll see what happens.
10th off in sector 1.
Yeah, see, I came out of the brake way too quickly there. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation, much for beauty. Yeah, I came out of that way too soon. Right, let's get it in a different session where we can dick around with the setup, see what we end up with. Oh, that's my Simucube settings there. Right, where should we go? Let's test drive. Oh god, I don't want to dick around with all that. Let's go to. We might as well stay. I need to get some practice in at that track. Yeah, the Cup car is bouncy as well. I guess it's definitely got that in common. If anything, at the moment, this feels a little bit bouncier. So we'll just stick with this setup, and we'll just do a little test drive. So let's just make sure we've got the right car. Yeah, we do. Okay. Right, test drive. I need to get some practice at Watkins Glen. I'm doing the 6 hour at the weekend. In this car, so every corner I can get in between now and then is much needed. I'll stream the race as well, so if you guys are about, come and have a watch. I think it's next Saturday night, Saturday afternoon into the evening. I think we're doing the 4 PM UTC +1 race. What's that, little hype? Session 975. I don't know what he's saying. I'm confused. I'm easily confused. Right, okay, so here we go. Why is the wing now at... Oh, that's the calculator. That's alright. No, the wing is at 7. Why is it at 7? It was at 6 a minute ago. Medium downforce sprint. Yeah. What setting was that then? Okay. Okay. Anyway. Here is the medium downforce sprint. Diff preload. Right. Ah, right, man. No, I'm just doing a test session so I can dick around with the settings. Ah, fair enough, man. I get it. Okay. Oh, that was baseline before, was it? Okay, mate. Right, so my yeah, man, yeah, it's the medium downforce sprint for like what we'd use in the say the GT3 challenge or whatever. But my temptation is just to set it up like I'd set my Ferrari, but obviously that would be dumb. Oh, cool. There's a quali display page. That's nice. We'll have a look at that. Brake bias needs to go back for sure. We'll just take it back a bit because I know the Ferrari likes it. If I was in the Ferrari, I'd be at like 50 or thereabouts, but you need a good bit more front. Let's take see now which is higher is more intervention. Okay, fine. Let's go down to 3 on that then. Same there. What is this throttle map? So type of engine performance, rolling it out throttle pedal. Setting 4 is linear. Okay, that's fine. Setting 0 is butterfly, which is funny because normally I think 0 or 1 is linear in other cars. This is one thing that does annoy me about this. It's like every other car, like a lower number on traction control would be lower support, but on another car it would be higher support, and it just gets really confusing when you want to dick around with things. So we'll leave the throttle map where it is. That's fine. We're going to take the ABS down a bit. Engine map setting 4. 4 positions correspond to baseline engine. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you can. So 4 is full power. 3 and 2 for fuel saving. 3 is a mild reduction in power and fuel usage, while 2 is more severe reduction. 1 is 0. A safety car only. Okay. Fine. So we need that to be as high as it is. This is an annoying thing because, like, go to another car, 1 is the fastest setting, and like you go up through the numbers to slow the car down. So this is the opposite. Great. Just to keep you on your toes. Right. So my gut feeling is we need a bit more camber, but it's this is the maximum camber. 4 is the maximum now. Wow, that's hard going. Right, let's add a bit more caster. Yeah, too much. Oh no, it's still some... Oh, what the fuck? Right, actually, let's just... Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Oh, I hate it when it does this. If you get it out of range, you have to click it about 1,000,000 times to get it back into range again. Man, I'll tell you what, they're not going to release a GT3 car and give it a shit balance of power against the other cars. They want people to drive the new car. I would suggest, if you've driven a rear engined GT3 before, then I don't think you can go far wrong with this, man. If you need to pick a GT3 car for imminent racing, then you probably can't go far wrong with this. Right, so anyway, I need to up the caster a bit, so we need to bring the camera down a touch. Okay. Virtual Porsche OP. No, but honestly, they're not going to do it, are they? They just wouldn't. Yeah, we'll up the toe in a little bit. That's going to help me in a straight line. Get these middle of the road for now, and then I'll have a little play with them. Right, so we got a little bit more camber at the cost of a tiny bit of caster. We need to have a play with the ride height. Toe-in. What's the max on the toe-in for this? Okay, we've dropped the TCR. Oh no, Rob. You got punted off at Red Bull Ring. I've never driven it, mate. I'm going to go and have a go in a minute. Right, we could do with probably having a play with the spring perch and spring rate, but I'm going to leave it for now because it's going to cause me camber and caster issues. So we're going to leave that for now. So we've toned down a bunch of stuff. We've got a little less support. Here we go. Right, so we've got our new... let's get in the car. We have got our new race pages. And I'm very pleased to report on page 2 we have got fuel use, fuel per lap, fuel pressure, fuel level. So that's nice. I don't give a shit about the water pressure. It's not going to make any difference here. The quali one's quite nice because I don't have to mess around with my delta bar because it's got a predicted lap time. Oh, it's bouncy. Right, let's see what we end up with. So we've got a little bit less support for ABS and traction control. We do playing with the gear stack really, but spend ages dicking around with that stuff. Still quite understeering. We need to get these tyres warm. It definitely feels like its own car, which is great. And sometimes you get a new car and it's just like, well, that's just like a rebadged something else. But this definitely feels like its own car, which is nice. Yeah, for sure, iRacing. So the amount of people that don't realise that there are still official races happening in week 13. You can't blame them though, because iRacing do not do a good job of telegraphing what's what. Unless you actually read their forum posts or their, you know, this, that or the other, you're just never going to know. You've really got to let the throttle breathe to get the car to turn in. You can't jump straight on the gas, that's for sure. On the apex, you really need to come out. those mid to fast turns that I need to figure out in this car. I just need to work it out. And there's a couple here. That's a bit better.
That was 149.5.
And out a bit deep there. So what's the Red Bull ring like then? Never driven it. Never driven it. Obviously know it, but not to drive. You weren't getting like 10 frames a second or anything, Rob? I'm glad they squeezed it out in time. They didn't do a video for it or anything, did they? Yeah, I bet, man, yeah. Just trying to get my head around it a little bit more. I spend so much time in the Ferrari that it's really hard to try and untrain myself, you know?
Last lap was at 149.83. You're currently 0.25, slower than your best.
Oh, what, real life iRacer? Nice. It's one of my favourites, I have to say. It's right up there.
Time's okay.
Oh, it's so easy to get that back end round when you're braking. No chance. Right, should we have a try and see if we can make a cup car out of this? And see whether that's a thing. I need to remind myself which way I need to poke things to get it to turn off. So, traction controls, higher is more. Position 0 is off. Position 5 is the recommended setting for from Porsche for race conditions on a dry track. So we're going from, which is the most intervention, which is interesting actually. So ABS, see you later. Setting 4 is a recommended baseline from Porsche again. Setting 4 is okay. That's fine. That's like middle of the road. So that's off. That's off. That doesn't do anything. All right. I think that's it. Should I allow myself some more wing? We're going to allow ourselves a little bit more wing. We're going to need it. Right, as suspected, this is not a Porsche Cup. Obviously, there's more to it than that. Because the chassis is actually quite different. I actually prefer it like this. This is fun. Yeah, it's still a million times more forgiving than the Cup car with it all turned off. And I'm not surprised. It is quite different. Pretty sure it's got a wider wheelbase for a start. I'll take the wing out again in a minute. Just get a lap done like this and we'll see. Ooh, nothing happened when I turned the wheel there. Let's go back to our race 2 page. Oh, we might get in 6th gear one day.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off your best.
Yeah, double wishbone. Okay, man. Whoa, yeah, I'm definitely causing the wheels to lock at the moment.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off your best.
Yeah, I'm locking at big time. What, Watkins? No, man. No, I'm not. I'm going to take this to the Red Bull Ring in a bit. So I've never driven that track. And I'm not doing an official week 13 race. I've got a brain. Right, ABS recommendation is 4. Okay, we'll go with that. That's Porsche's personal recommendation on that. Traction control, position 5. Okay. So let's go with what they recommend. I know, yeah, don't tempt me because I don't want to do it.
So I figured.
Yeah. Sorry, that's Siri talking shit. Let's get this down. This is no good. Yeah, it's because I've got no. I turned off all the supports, man. No, it's official. The GT3 Challenge has a official week 13, same as a couple of the other series. The Ferrari Fixed, Porsche Cup. They will have official races in week 13. People just don't realise, so they go and race and drive like loonies and die in a fire, basically, and lose loads of iRating. Alrighty, okay, so we're on decent middle of the road settings now, so we should be good. I don't like the way it takes so long for the screen to come on. I find that disconcerting. Oh, I didn't change the wing. What would be the wing here? It would probably be 6 or 7, I reckon. So it has the same default wing as the Ferrari. Let's go with that. Bouncy, bouncy! We want to upgrade that. Upgrade it. Understeer. And cold tyres. I never give enough credit to cold tyres. It'll take me a while to get hurrying in those corners. Yeah, if you get the trail braking right, you can really nail it, sure. It's just a different style of driving. Actually, on the Porsche recommended settings, which I don't think I've ever seen before in the garage, the manufacturer actually recommending race condition settings. It feels really good. It does feel really good. Let's get in 6th gear just because we can.
Sector 1's quick.
What car do I drive in real life? An Audi A4 Avant S-Line lap with tinted rears, but not in a cringy way, in a very family car way. What about you, man? Oh yeah, this is the money. This is more like it. What? That's more like it. We're getting there now. We're getting a little bit of something going on. Still slow as F at the moment, but
That lap was at 149.24.
yeah, definitely iRacer, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you have got to be slow and steady wins the race here, but you do get that feedback, and it does pay off really quickly. Little changes, it's like yeah, for sure. You've got to be gentle. Well, I guess I guess the one thing it has in common with the Cup car is you're playing with the balance on the car quite a lot.
Sector 2 time is okay.
Nice, Stan. Hey, Jamesy. Ah, I'm not looking where I'm going. Alan T, you're not driving fast enough though, man. Drive faster so it's not easy. That'll fix it. And also, I don't know how much setup work have you done in it?
That was 149.
Because the stock setups are designed to be easy to drive, I guess. It's a bit early to say, man. A bit early to say that it's easy to drive. I mean, I guess that's what the Cup car's for, right? You want a challenge? I just can't get that corner. Can't get that corner tonight. I think I'm expecting it to pop in, but it doesn't.
Disengage limiter.
Oh really? Let's have a look at that. We've got JMC, the entire body of the pilot moves. Let's have a look. Let's see it in action. Let's find my crash. What do we want? We want the... That's not quite enough, is it? No, that's not what I want. We need a different camera. We need the gyro. No, gyro's still no good. I mean, they always moved their head, didn't they? He's definitely quite a lot jigglier. Hey man, good luck, man. Good luck choosing your car for the league, and I hope it goes well, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, iRacer. Cheers, man. I don't like the way he doesn't use the gears. He's not using the gears. I need a new helmet. Alright. Okay. We found a nice-ish middle-of-the-road setup there. Let's go and try out the Red Bull Ring. Oh, I think the feet have moved, haven't they? But are the legs like going around, moving around more as well? That's kind of cool. Right, let's go. Let's do another test drive, but let's just change the track to Red. What do we want? Let's go Grand Prix. I need to change the car because I'm in F3 at the moment. Actually, I suppose we could do it in the F3, couldn't we? Let's do that. No, we're going to do it in the Porsche. Porsche. So many Porsches. Right, let's do it. I've disabled damage because I'm gonna crash a lot. Tell you what, I'm quite excited about this season. There's a lot going on. We've got some really nice special races coming up as well on the schedule. Watkins Glen 6 hour. What is it? Is it this weekend? No, it's next weekend. Yeah, that's going to be epic. So I've got about a week and a half to get some laps in for that. I'll be streaming that on the Saturday. If you guys want to tune in, it'll be good fun. Alrighty, this is new. This is new. Right, I'm going to put the racing line on, the driving line, and what do I want in terms of, I'm going to put the wing back down 6. Okay. Can we have a little bit more caster, I wonder? We can. Let's have a little bit more turn as well. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's going to do that again now, isn't it? It's so broken, this interface. You have to put it down to something really stupid. And then it breaks the toe in, even though there is none. Honestly. Fix your garage, please. iRacing. See, now the tone's 1.3. It's mental. Now change the tone again. Right, now it's right. Sorry for the rant there, but there you go. Okay.
Pit lane speed limit is
never driven this track.
km/h.
Oh, we've got a very, very walled off exit. Right, this is where I make a tip of myself because I've never driven on this track. I'm very much aware of it. Tell you what, like the more I play with the Porsche, the more I like it, I have to say. Just need to sort out that understeer. It's quite understeery at the moment. Yeah, this is going to be a nice F3 track, this, isn't it? Too hot there, in the final corner. World's longest slow down.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
It's nice, got a nice flow to it, hasn't it? Very juicy. Take that a lot faster. Oh. On the one down screen lap. Oh, it won't work with old setups. On a lot of the GT3 cars, you'll get tech fails from last season's setups because they've dicked around with cambers and casters and toe-ins, I think, again. But yeah, it is glitchy. It's just glitchy anyway. I've always had a problem with it. If you go too far down a certain path with the setup and you hit one thing and then like 3 or 4 things just go completely flipping haywire, and you have to like really, you can't just set it to what it's meant to be. You have to set it to like 5 or 6 clicks further away just to get it to behave. It's definitely a third, that corner. Oh really? Oh, I'm looking forward to experiencing that. Hopefully they'll fix it, you know? Sausage! Mind the sausage. Nice bit of downhill braking. Keep you on your toes. Struggling to get on the gas quick enough in this car, so oops, silly Russell. Came out of the brake way too quickly there. Yeah, the dash is nice, and we've got race 1 page has like oil and water pressure. Race 2, oh dear, I'm crashing. Race 2 has fuel usage and let's actually have usage per lap, which is great, and fuel level, which is really good. And you also have a qualifying one as well, which is sweet. And it will give you a predicted lap, which is kind of cool. Actually, predicted lap is a new part of the iRacing API now, so you should start seeing that appearing on various overlay providers soon.
Sector 1 is 2/10 off your best.
Well, it's a rear-engine car, man. No brake bias info. Good shout, actually. Is it there?
Sector 2 time is good.
Sure, it's not there. You're right. Good spot. It's not there. Yeah, Sean. This is just the default. Like a few mild tweaks to the stock medium downforce sprint setup. I will have a little play with it in a minute, actually, if you like.
Off your best. Sector 3 is 2.6 off your best.
Literally drifted around that corner. That was ridiculous. Yeah, it's a bummer actually, you're right. Didn't notice that. I've just tried it, mate. No, it doesn't, Kansas. I just tried. In fact, I've wrecked my... don't even know what it is now. There we go. Yeah, that's not good. I wonder whether it's actually there, but it's lower down. And we can't... I cannot get the car to turn in. It might be down. Actually, no, I don't think it is. Goddamn unsteer.
Sector 2 is a tenth off
Right,
your best.
let's have a look at stiffer rear springs. As Sean has recommended, let's give it a go. Why not? Da-da-da. Let's go crazy. Yeah, it's understeering a lot at the moment, but bear in mind this is the default setup, and it's not unusual for default setups to understeer. It's preferable to understeer than oversteer when you're dealing with people, you know, that are new to the service and that kind of thing. I reckon the understeer could well come out in the wash with some decent setup work. Hopefully, that's the only thing. The only thing that I'm struggling with at the moment is the understeer. Everything else is actually really nice. I can, you know, obviously get rotation out of the car. Too much rotation there. I was too quick out of the brake. Yeah, I think I'm going to like the Red Bull Rain. We'll end up with an Enduro here before you can say boo. Oh, I think on a good day that's a third gear corner that. Definitely feels a bit tighter now, I must admit. Yeah, I think it will have done with Lego. Can definitely feel that it's a lot tighter at the back now.
0.31, slower than your best.
I probably overdid it actually. Oh yeah, it's going to need a lot of work for sure. But I think that's half the fun. You know, it's I guess it's frustrating to a degree as well if you don't like toying around with setups. When a new car comes out, it always takes ages for decent setups to start coming.
Sector 2 times, okay.
It's a good time with a new car. It's a good time just to start playing around. Yeah, it's a much faster corner than I'm making it at the moment.
That lap was at 1:33.16. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 3 is a tenth off your best.
Second gear corner for sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this car. There's still a lot to learn, and it'll be really interesting to see what happens at the Glen for this 6 hour in terms of balance of power, like bot for it, see where it comes out. I'm driving this car very badly at the moment.
Sector 2 time is quick.
Right, a little bit more. We'll keep going. So what I'm going to do there, I'm going to turn the racing line off. That's getting annoying. We'll do some ghost car instead. Driving line off. Testy test. Bisector ghost car. Okay. Am I right in saying that the paint job template for this car didn't get released early? Yeah, and it was the same with the Lambo as well, Sean. You know, that just took a good amount of time. That's sexy rear end now, isn't it? Even in ghost form. It's peach. Whoa, cold tyres. That's cold tyres in my driving. I'm in a bit hot and heavy there. Yeah, I mean it's basically the same car, isn't it, in a lot of respects. The Lambo is very, very much an Audi. Which I guess is one of the really nice things about the Porsche, because it doesn't really feel like anything else, which is great. I can't remember what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, damn it. It does want to be driven on the edge. This. It wants to tease you into overdriving it, which is nice. I quite like that.
Sector 2 time is good.
Well, unfortunately we have a poopy sector 1 there.
That lap time was 1:33.36. You're currently 0.20 off your best. Sector 3 time is fast.
We're having another one. Sausage!
Sector 1 is 0.31 off your best.
It's a good looking track this, so it's quite nice. No, I completely missed my braking marker there. Feel free to come back on. There we go.
Second off your best in sector 2.
Oh, you can get out pretty wide there actually. I'm under-driving that big time.
That lap was at 1:34.31. You're now 1.2 seconds slower than your best. Sector 3 time is quick.
Carries so much speed around there. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot more at home in this thing actually, I must admit. A lot to learn. But that's kind of makes it quite exciting really.
Sector 1 is 0.33 off your best.
Yeah, it's going to be sitting up quite high at the moment in terms of ride height, this car. The default sets are normally pretty lofty, Sean. Too much that time. The old black flag for that, I'm not surprised.
Time gained.
Oh, come on, slow
down to give
yeah.
back the time gained.
Thank you. Off you pop.
Sector 1 is 0.40.
Oh yes, Dan. Yeah, I have. Yeah, the M4, very distinctive for sure. Yeah, I've done it again. Just letting it go. Letting it go. Oh well. So, impressions of the Porsche. I think that's a great deal of potential. It feels like its own car. It looks fucking brilliant. The dashboard is really great with the with its separate pages, although, as we discovered, you cannot see your brake bias, which is just bizarre. I actually can hardly believe it. I'm gonna have another look now. I don't know what's that AC0 in the top right? What's that even about? The only thing you can't see is down at the very bottom here. Is ABS traction control boxes. They're there. You've got tyre pressures, which is nice. You've got a whole bunch of numbers that I don't know what do, that don't seem to change. Oh no, we've got the throttle map there, sorry. No, we have got some useful stuff there. But we have no brake bias. I'm changing the brake bias right now. Changing it. Nothing, nada. What can you do? So now I need to go all the way through here to be able to see what my brake bias is at. Yeah, maybe we could swap down the air conditioning for, I don't know, what can we swap that out for some other information that might be good. Maybe the brake bias. I don't know. Just putting it out there. It's crazy, isn't it? And it's not on any of the other pages either. It's not on the race 2 page. I mean, the race 2 page should really be the race 1 page, because the race 1 page has the oil temperature, oil pressure, and water temperature, which are just not going to come into play unless you do exactly what I'm doing right now, which is just sitting in the pits with the engine idling for too long. Let's have race 2 as race 1 because we've got the fuel. Yeah, I see my relative, man. What? Sean, yeah, I can see my relative in the bottom left. Why'd you ask? So the race 2 page has the fuel usage and fuel used per lap, which is really super useful for enduro stuff, so that's cool. And then we have a quali one, which is kind of cool. It gives you a predicted lap time, which is nice, but we don't get our brake bias on any of them. Oh, you're talking about the... Yeah, sorry, you're talking about the overlay one. No, I don't use it on my screen. You can see that on the stream. I don't see that one here. I can put it on here, but I find it annoying because what I like to do is when I'm racing, I will flick up and down through the relative to see who's around, and you can't do it on that. It's just fixed. So that's why I don't use it. Yeah, that relative is my overlay one, so it's just, you know, and it's fixed, so yeah. Yeah, it is nice that it is there, which is good. But it's so easy, Porsche, to put your brake bias on something, as we've demonstrated here. Let's have it in the car, and iRacing, just brake it. No one gives a shit what the air conditioning says. Just put the brake bias up there instead. That's the perfect place for the brake bias. Top right hand corner, little blue box, beautiful. That's what we want. Anyway, I think if the biggest complaint I have about the new Porsche 911 GT3 R is a lack of a brake bias indicator, I think we're doing all right. I think it's probably doing all right. I'm looking forward to driving this. I'm going to do a race soon, TM, not tonight. It's just a short one tonight. I've got some boring but very important work to do soon, so I need to get some rest. But yeah, I will be back. In fact, I will also be back on Sunday night late, like later than this late, to do a 80-minute sprint race. Let me take you there really quickly, actually. Tracks. So I'm doing the Tracks Enduro 1, which is in the Porsche. It's 80 minutes, 40 drivers. You're starting in 3 days and 30 minutes, so just set your alarms now. And I am going to be racing against... I think there's a bit that says who's signed up. Let's have a little look. No, it hasn't told us. But anyway, it's at Nürburgring. So Sunday night. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, no, man. All good. I appreciate that. I'm going to have a good old play with the setup soon. And see, I'm going to need to for this race for a start. See what we can get out of it. But if I win this race on Sunday night, it's $125 in Bitcoin, which would be nice to add to my little Bitcoin collection, actually. And there's a rival system where basically before the race starts, they team you up with a similar iRacing driver, and if you beat them, you get like bonus money, basically. So I'm doing that on Sunday night. If you're about, come and give it a watch. It's on really late though. So yeah, sorted. Alright folks, well thanks for stopping by. Have a really, really good few days, and I'll be back soon. Probably. Cheers folks.
From Raspberry Pi Press comes Wireframe, the monthly magazine that lifts the lid on video games. From mobile to PCs, indie games to AAA titles, Wireframe gives you a fresh, unique perspective on the games industry we all know and love. In-depth previews, features and reviews sit alongside Wireframe's exclusive Toolbox section, where we explore the ideas behind making games and guide you on how to code them, and animate them, and write them, and create striking menus, and market them, and communicate with your players. Wireframe is available in print for £6 and as a digital PDF download. Or to make sure you never miss an issue, subscriptions to suit your budget are available from as little as just £10. Find out more at wfmag.cc and join us as we lift the lid on video games.